Okay. Hey, everybody. Here we go. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear us. There it goes.
Okay.
Can you say hello?
Hi.
Look up here.
Hey, guys.
All right, they can hear us. That's what we needed. Whew, how is everybody? We're going to give it just a second to get all caught up. There's Mr. Neil. He's in London. He said the crazy London guy is here. So as y'all see, I don't have Nick with me right now. He'll be here in a few minutes. He had a football meeting, coaches meeting. And so he'll be here in just a few minutes. But we figure that, yes, he has a coaches meeting. So we figure that if the kids all started school today, we'd let them talk for a few minutes about how school was today. So everybody's saying hello to you.
Hey, guys.
Look at the black box right there. I know it's over here too.
Yeah.
And so everybody's asking you, how was school?
Good. I got two
The
classes.
scratching sound is the dogs because they're right here scratching all over the floor wrestling. Please take the dogs out of here.
Okay. They do that all the time, Mama.
I know they do it all the time, but it picks up on the camera. That's why we don't like them in here on the live. Miss Dawn said it's hot in Central Texas.
Yeah.
It's warm here too, isn't it?
It's like 80 something right now.
It was in the upper 90s. It's about 80 something right now, yeah, outside. So Susan said, what grade are you in?
I'm good. I'm in 5th now.
5th grade. Grammy said, do you like your teacher?
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Sue said, what's your favorite class? What's your favorite subject?
Math.
Math. So right now he has half of his classes in one classroom, and then they go across next door and do the other half of classes. So you spend half your day in one classroom and the other half of your day in the other?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah. I started off in math class, and then I go to reading before PE.
Yeah. And then after PE, you do what?
We come in for like 10 or 15 minutes and then go to lunch and stay the whole afternoon in reading class. So we have to cover a lot in math class in the mornings.
Yep. But that's okay. You like doing that, don't you?
Yeah.
There's Miss Catherine. She
Hey,
said,
Miss Catherine.
hey, Chance. Miss Dawn said it was 105 today. Miss Tina said hello. Debbie said you're handsome and lovely.
Thank you.
There's Miss Lori. You have not met Miss Lori yet. She's in Oklahoma. You haven't met Lori. You stayed here when we went.
I had football and stuff.
Well, baseball.
Too.
Yeah. Rhett, don't knock that cup over.
And also the second Tommy went to Native with me.
Miss Cheryl said her kids start in 2 weeks in Ohio. She's got one in 3rd grade, 5th grade, and one starting college.
Yeah. That's like a lot to go through.
So what did you have for lunch today?
Crispitos.
Crispitos. Do you guys know what Crispitos are?
They're like a tortilla cooked with meat, hamburger meat inside.
Yeah, it's kind of like a rolled up crispy taco.
But there's burnt on both sides.
But Rhett said it has burnt on both sides, and he likes that.
Mm-hmm.
He likes that part.
Rhett will like whenever he goes to intermediate. We get 2 now.
You get 2 Crispitos?
In elementary, if you can buy extra if you want.
But you only get 1?
Yeah.
What else did you have with Crispitos?
We had lettuce, cheese, olives,
Oh, Hannah
jalapenos.
said River calls them crispy toes. That's silly. What do you get any dip with them?
Yeah,
You didn't get
tomato sauce.
I don't
Like
tomatoes?
Mom,
pizza sauce.
Like marinara sauce.
Mom, we
Okay.
don't get tomato.
River will like them.
Mom, we
hot
don't get
dogs.
marinara sauce.
You like the hot dogs? You said they have really good food there.
Yeah, they have chili, cheese, hot dogs. You can make cheese fries, hot dog, and you get a cookie. I don't remember on that day, but I think
Let's see. Miss Wanda said Tom says, "Hey Chance."
hey Tom,
Tina said, "What's your favorite sport that you play?"
football and baseball.
Well, you like both of them.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite part about playing baseball?
Oh, like the whole thing.
All of it. What's your favorite about football?
Tackling
Tackling
and running the ball.
and running. Yeah. MC, we've been missing you.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
And probably next time you see me on, I'm gonna turn 10.
Probably your birthday's. You got how many
2
days?
more weeks.
How many days?
14 days.
14 days, and he's gonna be 10 years old, y'all. Can y'all believe it? We started doing this, and you were like 7,
Yeah.
And I was 3.
and you were 3. Yes,
And Mac was
we have not
12.
forgotten about you.
Mine, Mac was 12.
Well, MC, I missed it. Nick reads all the big screen stuff. I read all the little screen where I get 2 comments at a time. Neil said he missed so many lives over the last 3 months because all the work being done in his home, so he's jumping on as many as he can now. But he only likes the fun ones. Tell him he don't need to be here when Nick's here then, right? Because
Yeah.
it ain't all that fun, is it?
Yeah.
You're being a good co-host. Does your dad coach your team in football?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
He has coached every year I've played.
Yep, you've been playing for 5 years, and he's coached all 5 years.
This is my 6th now.
No, this is your 5th.
Hmm.
Well,
It is 6. I started at 3.
yeah, you played 4 years as a midget,
And then,
then you played last year as 5, so this would be your 6th year, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Hold on, it'll be your turn just a minute. We'll swap. Yes, go to the bathroom. Nana's little love said, sorry, she's late. In baseball, what's your favorite position?
catcher.
Well, oh, you mean hind catcher?
Yeah.
Yeah, he really likes doing that. Miss Melba said her big boy's birthday is 28.
We're close. Our days are close.
1 week apart.
Yeah.
Yep. So what do you want to do for your birthday?
There's a lot,
Oh, tell me.
but we won't be able to cover it that day because it's still
A school day.
and live.
And alive? Yeah, that's true. So what is your birthday though? I mean, what do you want to do?
Go to arcades.
Go to an arcade. Okay, we'll have to figure that out.
We'll have to go somewhere else. Ours ain't that good.
We have
Yeah.
went to
It
an
just has
arcade
like-
once at the mountain.
We did go to the arcade at the
was-
mountain.
It has laser tags. All the good games. There's like 5.
And also that motorcycle game.
Oh. I hear Daddy.
Hey,
There's Daddy.
Daddy.
Okay, let's see. Ooh, so Neil said you realize that by turning 10, you will double the cost of putting number candles on the birthday cake. Yeah, now I have to buy 2 candles instead of 1.
Or you could just buy 1 and 0.
Well, you still 2 candles.
Yeah.
What's your favorite subject, Miss Faye said?
Math.
Math. Wanda said she was a catcher for 6 years. That was her favorite position. All right. You ready to swap up?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell them bye.
Bye. Bye.
Don't
Alright.
take it.
Come on, Rhett. We got dogs. We got kids. Can't get the dogs out because everybody's in here.
Hey everybody.
Oh goodness.
My favorite part.
Wait. Hold on a minute. Let's introduce yourself. How about you tell everybody who you are and welcome to the show.
So.
Welcome to the Chestnut Hills Farmstead talk show of the night, where all the kids are going to introduce themselves and talk about what they love and what they like and all the stuff that we probably didn't want them to say.
Hey guys.
Look right here.
Hey guys, I am Red at Chestnut Hills Farmstead. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the crazy show.
I did have a good day at school. It was really good. My teachers, they are really nice.
They are really nice. They're real pretty girls, aren't they? And they're fun.
Yep.
So tell them.
At PE, we didn't even do no exercise and do nothing but jumping up and down
Look up here, baby.
and clapping.
And clapping. He's kind of stuck on that. He thought he was going to go to PE today, and
right on the
he thought they were going to pull out everything they have up their sleeve.
The box.
Yeah. Look, get up here and sit down. You're already flipping around. Neil said he likes math. His favorite number is 9.
My favorite
I will
number.
tell him. He said tell Chance to look up all the tricks you can do with the number 9.
My favorite number is 8.
8? That's 9.
Okay.
Baby, they can't, because the camera's over here. Journey along with Jan said Rhett's in a hurry before Daddy boots him out.
My favorite number is 8.
Look right here. Camera's right here.
My favorite number is 8.
Ooh, Tina said, where's all your cool trucks?
I have only one.
They're all put out. We're not going to get it right now.
No.
Come on. Oh, he's got it right here with him ready.
This is my 4.
Denise says, hey, Rhett.
Hey.
Linda said it's awesome that you had a good day at school.
Red, go for me.
So is there anything you want to tell them before Sister gets on here?
Yes. My favorite part about football and baseball, I got to be hitter, catcher. That's all. And my favorite part of football is I get to tackle.
Look up here. Yeah.
Do sprints.
Do sprints. Yeah.
And do drills.
And do the drills. So that's all of it. That's all the parts of football.
And also, my favorite part about school is we don't take naps.
They don't take naps.
That's my favorite.
So what do y'all do if y'all need a break?
We turn off the lights, put on some animal music, and then we just put our heads down and go to sleep for a little bit.
Yeah. So y'all get a little chill out minute, right?
Yeah.
Where everybody gets to chill out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do start a little early.
Like, but I have.
We typically start around the 9th. We started on the 7th this time, so it is a little bit earlier, but yes, we do start early in August. There's several
for
schools
my
in our
birthday-
state that don't start till
For
later.
my birthday, I want to go to Olive Oil.
Olive Garden?
Yeah.
Olive Oil?
Olive Garden. For my birthday, I want to go to Olive Garden.
Oh, goodness.
Can we?
Miss
For my
Tammy said
birthday?
she'd love to be able to take a nap. Rhett got in the car and took him a long little nap.
But I couldn't because of Bubba.
A lot don't start till August or later after Labor Day.
Mama, when
So what is your favorite, what do you like about school so far?
We used to do some exercise, and we also got to make a hat. I can't show you right now because it's in my bag, and I don't know where my bag is.
Okay. Yeah, Edie said Rhett listened to everything when Chance was on. He come prepared with his answers already. She said when she grew up, they started school after Labor Day. A lot of places do. Yes, I see. A lot of places do, but we don't here. We've as long as these kids have been in school, we've always started in early August. You're right.
Look, everybody.
Nick, you're gonna have to read the comments.
Look,
for me.
everybody.
I'm missing.
I colored inside of the lines.
You did. You colored in the lines pretty dang good. Put it on, show them. Susan said school started on August 2nd there in Georgia.
See?
Everybody likes it.
My friend Pauline, he put it on backward and said mine is backwards, but it was actually right.
Miss Faye said, do you study any numbers or letters today?
No.
Nope. Not yet. They just went over the rules and learning where they are. And
We also had to make our own.
They did get to make their own rules. So everybody got to suggest a class rule today, right? What was yours? Look up
No
here.
kicking.
No kicking.
That means keep your hands and feet to yourself.
He came up with that all by himself. I saw something else. Let's see where'd it go.
Well, can I show you my backpack?
Oh, Lisa said, what's your number on football?
8.
8. And what position do you play?
Center.
You play center, which means you do.
My second favorite part about football
Look up here.
is
He's playing defensive tackle too.
Snapping the ball. And you're going to play defensive tackle too, is what Daddy just said. All right. Well, it's time to rotate.
Wait, can I show them my backpack?
Yes, you can go get your backpack. Let sister come do hers. She'll bring it to you. Come on. And you can show it to them, and then it's going to be Sissy's turn.
Then we're going to start all over.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Lori said that's a pretty important rule for school. It's the only way you get to stay in schools if you follow the rules. Look at that awesome backpack.
It is shiny.
It is shiny, and it's got little spikes because it's got dinosaurs.
And there's my name right there.
Right there's your name.
Matt, go put this up. Okay.
All right, so we
Bye,
can tell them.
guys. And I'll see you at the next live.
You'll see them at the next live. All right, sister's turn. He was ready and queued up. Good job. Yes, you don't have to put it back in your backpack. Just put it. Okay. Well, next up on Chestnut Hills Farmstead Live with kids. No. Go watch TV.
Hey, your turn's over.
Go watch TV. There's Cousin Kayla. Well, you can talk. You don't need me to prompt because you can read. Everybody saying hello to Mackenzie.
Hey guys. Oh my God.
Lori said, yeah. Oh, she knows you.
Yeah.
She's not met Chance. Everybody's saying hello to you. So Mackenzie started 10th grade today. You want to tell them about your day?
I'm Max to Catherine, apparently.
Max.
I'm Max.
Oh, hey Max. How was school?
It was a pretty boring day. I'm
Your
not gonna
face
lie.
is really red. Are you embarrassed?
No, just red.
You're shining.
It was a pretty boring day. We went over the rules in all my classes over and over again.
Let's see.
What you doing?
How is band? I'm reading the questions.
Band is going. Not gonna lie, it's just going.
Will you change from trumpet to?
They swapped me from trumpet to mellophone because our mellophone graduated last year. And
Your mellophone graduated?
not the mellophone player.
Yeah, there.
She graduated last year. So they were like, I believe you could do it. You want to do it? And I said, yeah.
Okay.
Everybody said I look like you.
Yeah. What electives are you taking?
This semester I do ag and marching band, and then next semester I'll do dance and band.
So what is ag?
Agri science. We'll go over the basics of I don't know how to
Agriculture?
explain. Yeah, basically. We'll build a chessboard and I think a birdhouse. And then we'll plant in the garden.
Brindley starts tomorrow, Kayla says. Are you going to be learning to drive soon?
I don't know, Emma.
I don't know. She's got her permit. I'm just scared to let her do it. I'm scared to be in the car.
Yeah.
Neil said either you're wearing too much makeup or you're a real blusher. She turns red when people talk to her.
Yeah.
Everybody's telling you hello.
Yeah.
What class are you most looking forward to?
Well, I tried to get ag last year, so I'm really excited that I got it this year. Because, with being on the farm and everything,
Yeah.
it's more stuff that I could learn. And also be kind of ahead in.
Lori said Mackenzie looks normal. Zoe needs her fish oil. Tammy played tuba and was a flag girl.
I heard tuba's pretty hard.
I'm sure it's pretty heavy. So what's a mellophone?
A mellophone is a bigger version of a trumpet.
Mm-hmm.
I got a trumpet and a
Baritone.
Yeah. Like a trumpet and a baritone had a baby, basically.
Dawn said is a sophomore first year high school or a freshman. So it's freshman is 9th grade, sophomore's 10th grade, junior, senior.
Yeah.
What is a mellophone? Oh, you just answered that. The more instruments you can learn, the better. That's awesome. And Catherine said you'll ace ag class.
Well, with the instruments, I got trumpet from Nick, and then I can kind of play around on trombone from Mama, and then they swapped me over to mellophone. So now I'm just might as well learn them all.
Lori said she's seen Rhett drive the tractor. She can teach him to. He can teach her to drive. He'd probably be more patient than I am. Donna said she's as red as you are, Nick. When you're over here, you get turned red. Mackenzie's over here glowing
I
too.
didn't know I turned red.
MC said her baby's going in the 10th grade band camp has kicked her butt. Drums weigh 52 and she weighs 106. Oh no. Neil said over there, ag is short for aggravation. Grammy said you'll love Mr. Harton.
Well, I had Coach Harton for FFA.
Right.
If y'all don't know what that means, it stands for Future Farmers of America. But I had him for that, and so he already knows my abilities and what I can do.
Daff said they don't use the terms sophomore and freshman, but she presumes that a sophomore means your second year.
Yes.
What made you choose to be in ag, the farming or the boys?
There's not any boys basically in our class.
There's not any boys in ag.
There's like 5 that you would count as real boys.
As real boys.
She's telling the rest of them got them alpaca hair.
They got the alpaca haircuts.
Yep. Maybe they won't see this.
Lori said, what's your favorite subject?
I love the hard one. I love all my subjects.
She loves school.
Yes, I love school. School's my favorite.
We got two that love school and one that'd rather just watch TV all day. I bet you can't pick who they are. Do they have artificial boys at your school then?
Pretty much. No, I'm kidding.
Do you want to keep farming?
I mean, I'd rather go into, I don't know. Like, it could always be a side thing.
Yeah.
I'd rather be, I don't know, a nurse or a teacher.
You'd rather not be out in the hot.
Yeah. I don't know, everybody tells me I'd be a good teacher.
Are you still doing any photography?
Not really.
Not as much as you'd like to.
Yeah.
Tammy said you look like me. There's a couple of videos she thought you were me.
I get
Lori
told that
said
so
she
much.
didn't really love school. I didn't really love school either. She said your hair looks pretty.
Thank you.
Daff wasn't patient with teaching her children to drive. Luckily, I had a friend who was driving instructor, so she took that over. Tammy said you could be a hobby farmer.
I could.
That
You
would
know, I'm really good at growing okra.
be, you could grow okra. You
I
could just focus on okra.
Yeah.
Catherine said nursing can be long, hard days.
Yeah, that's what Nick's told me.
Yep. Cheryl said she's a nurse. You would be a great nurse or teacher. You seem very patient and giving.
Well, if y'all don't know, kids are basically attracted to me.
They
Everywhere
do
I
find
go,
you.
I always have kids with me. So, I don't know. I've always been told I'd be a good teacher.
You got paid to do it.
Well, I mean, I do it for free anyways.
Oh, Christine's got a good excuse. She was making sourdough bread. That's why she was
Only
late.
you would make some sourdough bread.
I really need to teach myself how to do sourdough. I'm very intimidated by it. Nursing and teaching, both noble professions. Kids or goat kids?
Both.
They all find you.
Yeah.
Nurse and teacher you could do. Be sure to practice
Math and science.
the math and science. Neil said, sorry, Mac, most YouTubers are used to my silly comments. I just love throwing extra silly ones in to those that aren't regulars. She's going to blush anyway. She don't always know what to say. They can tell that you are a sweet and loving person.
That's
That, and she makes them mind. Like, she says, okay, y'all, follow me, get in line up, let's go, don't talk, don't touch.
We were walking around at the Okie Homestead Expo, and I had like 10 kids following me around. And the only way I could get them to mind is to get them in a line. And say, if you don't do this, then we're not doing that.
Yeah. Grammy said nurses get paid more. Do you have any idea what you'd like to do when you get out of school?
Well, if I go to nursing for trade school, then the local hospital here, if I work there for a year, that I know for a fact of, then they'll pay for me to go to college. And I've always liked, like, the doctor setup. But everybody tells me I'd be good with kids as a teacher. So there's also that.
Lori said actually at the expo, she did have a pack of kids around her all the time. You could start out in early education and teach in preschools while you're in college. Mm-hmm.
I could. Be like teaching a whole bunch of Reds.
Catherine was talking to Tanya. She said, I'm a nurse that quit practicing to farm. Neil said it sounded like the dogs just fell apart. They kind of did. They kind of like scattered and ran.
See, people need me on here more.
Londa said she's the same way. Her ears turn red and it's downhill from there. Yeah, everybody only sees you when you're working.
Yeah.
You could be a pediatric nurse. You could work with kids and be in healthcare.
Yeah, there's that too.
Well, you're going to tell him good night and let's bring...
I don't know, he looks pretty relaxed over there.
He's enjoying just sitting there. He's trying to think of something to say. All right. We'll tell him good night.
Well, good night, y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful night.
Thank you. It was nice having you on Chestnut Hills Farmstead, live with the children.
Your turn.
Come on, Daddy-O.
I'm not a children.
No, now it's live with Nick and Zoe. I'm trying to read. I've been leaning like this the whole time so I can see. Now I have you to read all the comments.
But you get on to me when I sit here
Well,
and read the
now
comments.
I had to do it across the thing.
You get on to me for looking down reading comments.
Well, I was leaned all the way across reading.
All right.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm glad to have you home.
Susan would like to know what grade I'm in. At this point, should be around.
25.
No, it would be like grade 32.
Oh.
31, something like that.
Biggest kid on the block. Oh,
Kimberly
look,
said,
big-
who let me in?
Well, I reckon we had to. What
Well-
was your favorite class today?
My favorite class today was our offense.
Oh, well, good.
That's where I've been was coaches meeting.
That's his favorite, football.
So we were having a coaches meeting, and we were going through the offensive playbook. So I guess that was my favorite subject. Lori said, "I'm red. Y'all need to trade places to see if it's really all about your location.
It must be that chair, because I'm not red.
Catherine said my favorite subject is Zoe. I don't talk about Zoe.
We don't talk about Zoe.
Neil said there's always one to spoil the fun. Cat. Hey Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Thanks, Neil.
Hey, Grumpy Pants. Nice to meet the children. They all did wonderful.
Was
They
Lori-
actually did.
Was Lori on time?
She was. We can talk about goats. They're kids. Well, if y'all saw my post earlier, Farmer Rhett got in the car and took a nap with the goat while we were going to farm.
I saw that picture.
Wasn't that cute? She went and laid down with him. He said, and then while he was trying to go back to sleep, he said, Mama, take a video. We're trying to sleep together. And then I did, and she raised her head up and looked at me. I was like, oh, she's not asleep either. She's just hanging out.
She said I was on time last time too, just didn't chat.
It's a good excuse. It's a good way to slide by.
Well, I'm glad she's been missing a lot of them because I have been late to every live I've tried to get on since football season started.
Yeah. Neil said it's always fun to hear what the kids have to say on lives. They always have a unique outlook on life.
But it's also nerve-wracking because you don't get to edit it. You don't get to edit what they say. So it can be a little nerve-wracking.
Well, yeah, they're going to be honest, that's for sure.
Especially Rhett.
Yeah. That's wandering around in the kitchen up to no good.
So what y'all been talking about?
Some kids have been talking about their
Just
days.
school?
Today we're calling it tardy.
Oh,
You were
don't
tardy.
do it. Yeah, I was even late to my own life. How about that?
You're going to have to write an essay too.
Rhett. No. No.
Baby, get down.
Get down.
It is,
It's time for him to go to bed.
yeah, it's time for him to wind down.
Hey,
We're going to eat dinner as soon as we get done.
you're not being good at all. Catherine said, put me on your prayer list.
Yeah, I'll let Catherine talk about that when she's ready, but I'll explain to you a little later.
Well, okay, she put it in the comments.
I know, I just didn't want to say.
Oh.
I did say dinner.
Lori's going to hinge on that.
Did Rhett have a good first day? He sure did. He went in, so it's the first day of kindergarten can be pretty nerve-wracking for a lot of kids. And so on the first day, they let the parents walk them in, and then you come back and you walk to the door and pick them up. Any other day, you have a drop-off location and pick-up location. Well, we were pulling in, and he said that, I said, well, let's find somewhere to park so I can take you in. He said, you don't have to. He said, I'm confident I can do it myself. I said, are you sure you don't want me to? And he's like, no, I know where to go. So we were pulling in, and the lady walked up, and she said, are you just doing quick drop off, or are you walking in? And I looked, and he said, you can just drop me off and go. So then I tried to call Nick because I was sad. But I was so very proud of him for walking in all by himself like a big boy.
I had only a few minutes before that texted Zoe and told her I was going into a meeting, and Rhett shut her down, and she called me anyway. And I was like, I can't answer right now. What's wrong? And she said, Rhett made me sad. So I got out quickly and called her back.
He said, I know where to go. But he did really well, and they all had good days. And this was our last first day of kindergarten. No more first days of kindergarten.
Right.
The baby is growing up. So everybody's saying prayers for Catherine.
After kindergarten, I'm going to first grade.
That's right. After kindergarten, you're going to first grade. I can't believe I forgot today was Wednesday, but we'll replay 100 times. Well, that's all right, Maggie.
That would be great. I wish everybody would replay it 100 times.
She cried when her daughter's first day of school every year. Well, after, like the others, there, this kind of ritual, but Rhett's pre-K was a lot of give and take.
Amy was in a different class. And
Okay.
twins.
Yes. And so he stayed sick a lot. He would have good days and bad days, and I know that's part of it. But I really think this year's going to be better. I think that he kind of knows the school routine and what to expect, and it's going to be a lot better for him this year.
Hopefully.
Oh, I'm hoping.
We're already prepared for it. That we were talking about it at practice yesterday. They started school back, so we've got about 2 weeks where half the team will be missing out sick.
Yeah, especially the littles.
We don't have littles, and they'll still be out sick.
Yeah. Catherine said her grandson starts high school tomorrow.
I'm going to pin that where Catherine said it, because that number is way off from the number watching to the number of thumbs ups up there.
Oh, well, that's cool. It shows you who has done it. Oh,
But it's only showing me
telling on.
Facebook.
Because Facebook's the only one that lets you do thumbs ups. That's Facebook reactions. You can't see the YouTube ones yet.
Oh. Well, some way Brandon and them were seeing it last night, because
She probably did it on her phone.
they were able to see if the number was matching. Maybe. Maggie said, seriously, I fall asleep and each night restart playing from the beginning until I finally hear it all.
Excuse me.
Londa said, yep, about half are slacking. Y'all get on it.
Well, how about your video this week?
Well, it took a turn right in the middle of it.
It's been just so darn hot, and everybody knows it. Everybody's dealing with the heat. It's just hard to get out there, and you don't want to get out and start a big project and
Neil said, my mom cried on my second day of school. She realized that they send me home each day.
That's funny.
Now go ahead.
Well, I was just saying, like getting out there and just getting in that heat will really wear you down. And so we've been trying to not start any big projects, because having to do them, we have to either spread it out over several days because it's just too much to do all in one day at this point until it starts cooling down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to cut some, and even though people don't always want to watch just going back and forth, that's something we have to do.
We talked about that. Ray Ann says we're frozen, but I've got 2 different displays here. I don't see anything frozen. So Ray Ann, you may have to refresh whatever you're on. I'm not seeing it frozen. But I talked about that in the video, trying to not do too much with the animals while it's still hot.
Right.
Your problem is that when you're trying to not do that, then you lose decent light when you are doing anything with the animals.
Mm-hmm.
And good grief, it's a busy time of year. So you're trying to slide everything in to a day. And it's just,
Well,
you want to, and I told them, you want to stay away from the boring stuff. And somebody made a good point, and I think that's going to be a video here pretty soon, and they had farm in their name, but they were saying, well, sometimes we need to see that stuff because you need to know the other stuff that's done to make a farm successful other than just walking around talking to your animals.
that's true.
There's not a whole lot of success comes from walking around talking to the animals.
No.
So there's a lot of other work there, and they mentioned that. I'll have to go back and find the comment. I don't
That's
want
a good point.
to call it the wrong name, but it was the farm was in their name.
Yeah.
And they said, we kind of want to see that to see, we were talking about getting comments from people about the farm being clean and it's pretty this and that.
And it's
not
more than just talking to the animals and bush
it's
hogging.
nowhere near as pretty as what we want it.
Right.
But we try to keep everything clean and our animal area is sanitary and things like that. But they asked about that part. And I was like, well, it takes that work to get it to that point.
Mm-hmm. It does.
And then right in the middle of all that thought process and the direction I was going with that, hey, Mackenzie's got an appointment. So head back to town, and you know what? The only thing I've got left for today is coaching football. So that's what we're going to video.
That's right. Well,
that's okay, Rayanne. I was just trying to let you know that you may want to refresh or something because we weren't seeing it frozen.
And a lot of things that come with it is you don't always want to show like the junk pile or this and that. All farms have it, but then it's like you're opening yourself up for ridicule or comments.
I would say most.
Well,
if
even
not all,
Daniel at one point said every farm has a junk pile, and this is mine because I've got to get something out of it.
Yeah.
And when you do that, it's like you're putting yourself in a vulnerable spot because everybody only shows the highlights.
You all your fencing isn't bought brand new from Tractor Supply
every time you do a project, right?
If I take a fence down, I'm rolling that wire up and pulling it somewhere else.
That's right. We've got a stack of fence to use.
We do. We've got posts, and we've got a trailer full of T-posts, and some of them aren't straight. And
Is it raining?
Yeah.
It is raining.
Yeah. It rained on me before I got in the meeting.
Well, I saw it getting dark, but then it passed on by.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Yeah, equipment around the fence. The junk is besides Tony's barn. Yeah,
you have to have it.
You do. That's how farms run. Nothing is ever new. If it is, you never are going to be profitable.
Lori stressed that her junk pile is piles.
Yeah, right.
But you have what you need without spending a fortune on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still hard to keep everything you've got to have. I mean,
I've got a video that I'm going to be doing soon that's going to be a vulnerable video for me, which is going to be tackling the protege, because our plans changed, and so we didn't utilize it like we want to, and time just got away from us. And I'm going to be vulnerable as I get it back into shape, get it back in working order where we want it. And I'm going to just show you guys that we are real and things can
I did mention
go wayside.
that we were going to redo that. I haven't told them how drastically we're redoing it.
Yeah.
I just mentioned that we were redoing it.
When we first put it together, we were like, I sat down and I drew it out. But once we got it, I was like, this is not what we want. So we only utilized.
I didn't like the way it was coming together.
I didn't. And so I would like, just to completely take it down. I mean, I know that sounds terrible because we put a lot of work into it, but I really want to just take it down. And now that we've seen it in that rectangle, that area, we know we don't like it like that. And so I want to take it down and just completely restart it. And we can do that because nothing is set in stone. It's ours to do that with. And so, yeah, I'm hoping to start doing that probably next week or so. It might be spread across a few days of videos, but I'm going to start tackling that.
Edie said, "Did you ever get that 10? Yes. We have our medal. I simply do not have time to put it on yet, but we do have it.
But
I did not
that the
get it.
tarps are working really well right now that we've nailed them down.
That's why I'm not in a rush, but we did not get it from the original vendor. I found it somewhere else and got it in a matter of days."
Lori said, too bad she's scared of spiders. Did you read that already?
I didn't read it out loud, no.
She said, too bad she's scared of spiders to get in that pile to reuse things.
Lisa said the slip and slide was fun, the scavenger hunt was fun, seeing football practice was fun. So on hot days at the farm, show more everyday life fun times or more cooking videos. We get a lot of nice comments on the cooking videos. What we simply do not get is more people watching.
Yeah.
And that's what has to drive what we do, because the part that supplements the farm is the number of views. So if I have 3,000 people watch drama and 1,000 people watch a cooking video, guess which one pays more?
Right.
The 1,000 people will enjoy the cooking video and we enjoy making them, but then there's over half the viewers that say, I'm not watching that.
Yeah.
So we may have to do a cooking video and just not tell them that's what it is.
Well, we kind of did that when we made pickles. We just didn't mention it and people watched it more because we just put it in there,
Growing up in the 50s, we hid our usable stuff behind the barn or a hedgerow.
Uh-huh.
My dad was famous for this, especially when the trees grew up through a 2-bottom plow.
Oh, goodness. That's right, though. That's when you start seeing the trees grow up through it, that's when you move it somewhere and cut it down and let it start again. But all farms have that one row that's got all the equipment that's old and rusty.
We don't have any old rusty equipment.
No, I'm just saying they all have a row of equipment attachments that are old and worn.
If I had a bunch of old rusty tractor equipment, I would just set it up by the road as decoration.
Yeah.
I'd put it right on top of that hill.
It's kind of like the Knight's Farm that's got all the old tractor parts right there at the road.
I'm still waiting for a makeup tutorial. I can't film that one.
Well, you don't want to take one from me today. Cheryl doesn't mind watching the fence and the building and the mowing if there's some animals sprinkled in.
That's right.
We try to make sure there's a little bit of some animals in there because they're always up to no good.
Well, you want to make sure that you're showing something about the animals. I'm just trying not to get them stirring too much during the day because it's so hot.
Yeah.
Faye said, I enjoyed the time-lapse pasture mowing. Automatic positive reward for your effort. Well, see, that was the plan, was to mow that entire side, just time-lapse. It would take like 2 minutes on time-lapse. And then just show like an end product. No big deal. Didn't happen. Because I made one pass down, one pass back, and that's when I got the message about Mackenzie's got an appointment. We had to head back.
Lisa said give the boys some clothes like bloomers, shirts, and dresses and video them trying to dress the goats. That would be so funny. I would participate.
We could
We should
take
go
some
to
of
the
Rhett's
thrift store.
pajama pants he's outgrown and let him put them on the goats.
We should go to the thrift store and get some little onesies and stuff for the babies. And a couple of little dresses for the girls. And like a button up for the boys. And see if we can get them. That would be so funny. You know what would be hilarious?
No.
If we could get a necktie on the alpacas.
Then I was afraid they'd get them hung up and hang themselves.
Yeah, we'd probably never be able to catch them again to get it off. I bet Jack would let us put one on him. He likes to be haltered.
Catherine says she watches every video in short anyway. I might figure out problems I have.
Yeah.
You might see some problems that you just don't want to have to deal with. I edit that stuff out.
She might be thankful that she don't have them problems.
And Lori said, then you need to make shorts out of those. Oh, we definitely would.
A bow tie instead of a tie. Yep.
Bow tie would work.
What if we could get a really big man's button up and try and put it over their front legs?
The alpacas? No. They're not quite tame
Couldn't
enough
you
to
see
do
they'd
that
be
yet.
so dapper? Just in their button up shirt.
I wouldn't do that to them yet. They're not quite tame enough.
They'd probably freak them out.
Catherine says she can decorate Jack.
Yeah.
She's done it in time or two.
Yeah. He's down.
You know, this is completely, totally off the subject, but I had something I thought about that I was going to tell Catherine.
What?
I was driving home today, and I'm going to tell everybody else because everybody knows who it is.
Well, everybody's here.
Well, I know. What I'm saying is I'm letting everybody know it instead of just telling you to text it to Catherine.
Oh, okay.
So everybody knows who this is anyway. But Catherine, your friend Brooke.
Your friend Brooke.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Zoe's friend Brooke.
It's like me saying to my sister, your mama.
Okay, everybody's friend Brooke. God willing, it will never happen. But if she ever has an accident, it is not because she was not focused on the road.
Oh, no. She pays attention.
Y'all, let me tell you something about Miss Brooke from Mrs. Coghill.
Uh-huh.
And this is a good thing. This is not negative in any way. But unless you see her at a stop sign and you lay down on the horn and hang out the window, she is not going to see you.
Mm-mm.
I passed her today. I'm on the way home. And she was in the truck. And I texted her and said, I missed the wave. You swapped vehicles on me. And the immediate response was, I didn't see you. I knew.
Yeah.
I knew she didn't see me.
Right.
I have saw them coming and blow the horn and have my arm out the window, and she never saw me.
She does not.
So there is nobody that is less distracted of a driver than Miss Coghead.
That is correct.
She's got to be the safest driver I know.
Yes.
I saw that today. I was like,
you know, she's just focused.
I didn't see her in time to wave. So when I texted her, she didn't see me. And I think, I've always thought, well, maybe I just got by her before she realized who it was. Mm-mm. But we were turning in Tractor Supply one day, and Rhett says, there's Mary Carl. And I blew the horn. That was it. Never saw me. I texted her. She said, well, I didn't see y'all. So one day we were turning in, same place. And I laid down on the horn, rolled down the window, and hung out of it, head and arm. And she grinned and waved.
Brenda has the best idea. She needs to teach Mac how to drive.
Well, that's where I was getting to, is that you said Mac makes you nervous. And I was like, well, if there is no better or no driver that is less distracted by things going on around her other than paying attention to the road, we should just let Brooke teach Mac to drive.
Mm-hmm.
That way, then Mac will pay attention to the road.
Yeah.
Because she ain't having a wreck.
No.
She's gonna see that other bad driver coming from way off.
Yeah.
Because she's looking dead at the road.
Catherine says she has to. She's bad with directions, so she has to pay attention.
Well, this is a road she drives every day.
Yeah.
I mean, she wasn't gonna get lost, but she's not gonna see you. So she needs to teach Mac how to drive.
I'm good with that.
I think that's the safest play because Zoe gets distracted by everything.
No, I do
Yes,
not.
you do.
I'm nodding. I'm agreeing. I'm like, wait a minute. No. No, I'm not.
You may completely forget you was driving to start with.
Well, sometimes I do go, how did I get this far?
Oh, I know. No question. You might went to sleep.
I did not. Don't start telling people that. I'm a safe driver.
But I wanted to throw that out there. I thought about that driving home. When I texted her, she said she didn't see me. I thought, that's the safest driver I know.
She really is.
She said, but Brooke's not afraid to take off for a road trip. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Judy says she actually believes me on this one. So apparently she doesn't believe me any other time. But
Hey, Granny Franny. She's all about defensive driving, head on a swivel, looking for the kamikaze drivers out there. See, I'm not. I'm opposite. I'm just in my own little world.
If I swerved over in her lane, she might see me, but just passing, she don't care who's passing. I think it's a good thing. Neil said, officer, whose fault was the accident? I don't know. I wasn't looking.
Yeah, that's not right.
But that's all I wanted to interject into that.
Well, that's good. It's very true. We saw her in Mary Crawling Town that time in the box truck. They told that story
recently.
And I texted her and
she
never saw me. We was at a light. Never saw me. And Mary Crawl said, she didn't see you. I know she didn't.
But she will stop for an animal in the road, yeah.
Oh, she for real will.
But it's a positive thing. I mean, it's certainly not an insult.
Oh, no.
By any means.
It's a good trait to have.
But she's driving that big old box truck and was bouncing like this.
Going up to that light.
That spring seat.
Yep. Oh, goodness.
Well, I don't have anything, Zoe. I'm still zoned in on my meeting. I got stuff to think about.
MC said her mom is that way. She was following her and she drove right past a young child beside the road. I stopped and 5 minutes later she noticed I wasn't behind her. Oh gosh.
Edie said Neil's got some good ones. He typically does.
So we drove that truck and trailer home from the Okie Expo. I sure did, and I did it like a pro.
Now, Judy, nobody said she was paying attention while she did it, but I think it probably helped that we were in a storm for about 9 hours of that trip, and she was white knuckling.
I was.
That probably kept your attention a good bit.
Whew.
But you did. You handled that because I was sick as a dog.
Yeah, you wouldn't have known any different.
Tanya said, I earned an Illinois Safe Driver card for having no accidents the first 4 years of driving.
Awesome.
It was all downhill from there.
Well, I will say I haven't I don't have a bad driving record.
I thought you were about to say you hadn't had an accident.
Catherine said she'll go anywhere Zoe or Brooke will have to drive me there.
I don't know about the Zoe part.
She went with me to get the alpacas. And we had a great time.
She did. Y'all went a long way.
Oh, yeah. It's like 3 hours away.
So you can take Catherine to Oklahoma with you.
Are you going to feed Catherine's animals?
Sure.
Me and Catherine will go.
Yeah.
With your checkbook
No.
to
Ain't saying
the
anything about the checkbook.
exotic animal auction. Yes! Yes.
Catherine, they've got
Yes.
another exotic auction
Nick
coming
said.
up, but I'm not going to be able to go because of work. But she's not going to want to go by herself, but I can let Catherine go with you. To Oklahoma.
Nick just told y'all
I
he
didn't
was
say
sending
anything.
us to an exotic animal auction in Oklahoma with his checkbook and me and Catherine on a road trip. Yeah!
I don't think that's what I said at all. And this is
That's
on
what
video.
they heard. And she's got Tony's card. Woo!
Now that y'all can have.
We'll load up that pen.
Y'all can have Tony's
That
card.
Brooks got, that kennel thing. We'll load it up on the truck and we'll go.
You don't want to pull the trailer again, do
I
you?
do not. I don't want to take the trailer.
Catherine, she said she ain't taking that trailer.
We'll buy us a baby donkey and put it in the. Catherine, Londa said it's hard to drive in that Littlefoot outfit.
Lori said, I'd miss Nick, but I'd get to see Zoe.
Right? It's a nice trade-off.
Oh, sure. I can go the next one.
You'll be working really hard earning the money that's going to go into that
This
checkbook.
will be the last one for a while that I have a lot of days on long hours. It'll be the last one for a while. So I should be able to go the rest of the auctions, but I can't go to this one. But Cassie has already asked if Zoe was coming, and Zoe asked me, and I said, baby, I'll be working. I'm be on a outage. But if we can convince Catherine, turn it loose.
Oh,
And
goodness.
Tony will eat well because he'll have to cook for himself. He won't eat cereal.
See, Kimberly heard it. Your checkbook goes with me. Sounds like a farm girls trip.
What is the dates? Catherine's asking when is it, and I don't even remember.
October.
It's in October's all I know.
Oh, Lori, when is it? It's October. I don't remember. Are you looking it up?
No,
Oh,
I was waiting for
Lori's
her.
gonna look.
I was
Something
waiting
has bit me. I'm itching.
I was waiting for her to tell me which weekend it is. Lori said I don't remember. Hang on. Maggie said, crap, she's coming home with a giraffe. Even if she took the trailer, it's a closed top. She can't get a giraffe in it.
His head can poke out like
You
this.
you wouldn't even be able to get one of those camels in there. So I don't have to worry about that.
Their head, they could lay down.
Do they not have a special term for camels laying down? The way they do alpacas? Or is it just alpacas?
I have no idea. I've never had one. Catherine said we'll cut a hole. We can
You are not cutting a hole in my stock trailer.
look at Gary to weld us a hole out the top.
I just had that stock trailer rebuilt. You are not cutting a hole in it
Mama
by
said
anything.
she's got a big old cargo trailer. We'll take it. And the skylight out.
Judy said take Brooke with you too.
Yep. Well, Brooke don't really like that trip to Oklahoma. That's a long trip for Brooke. But we sure would try Camel's Kush too. October 24th, 25th, and 26th.
The 26th is playoff games.
So that's tentative.
But you could go the 24th and 25th, and if we don't make playoffs, you're good.
Yeah.
We're going to make playoffs, but
Yeah, we are. But I'm sure that, like the boys would be okay if I brought them something back from the exotic animal auction.
she can stock up on cereal and milk for Tony. Well, see, that's no problem, Faye, because if
He too likes cereal.
if Tony is there by himself, he's going to cook, and then he'll eat good. It's when Catherine's home he has to eat cereal. He goes camping and fixes a big meal. He says at home, eat cereal. Did he make it on tonight? Is he already in
He
bed
has
snoring?
not. Steve said then you'll have activists saying you were abusing them, so I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, you got that right.
I get pulled over all the time.
Maggie said, "You don't know how much I wish I lived near y'all." Well, we will have to let them know if you decide that you and Catherine are going on a auction trip.
Yeah,
Lori will be excited. She's already said she's waiting on a hug.
she is.
She's a big hugger. Catherine said he will cook, but that man wouldn't know how to do dishes if they hit him in the face. Well,
Paper plates.
that's no problem.
He'll just send Mackenzie
Paper
out there
plates
and
is
let her
easy.
clean up.
Paper plates is easy.
Would y'all ever consider a breeding pair of Cooney Coon pigs? They're cute and graze no rooting.
I would not, just because it's a lard breed. We had one as a rescue, but if it was just a pet, fine. But a breeding pair, no. So if we were rescuing one just to stay there, now we don't have Porky anymore because Porky hated me, and the feeling was mutual. He liked Zoe okay, but we couldn't deal with Porky, and Porky did not like Rhett either.
He did not.
And so Porky went to a different farm.
Yeah.
But if it was a rescue, say like the ones that Cog Hill that are just there, fine. But a breeding pair, no. I would definitely stay with the larger meat breeds like we had if we were trying to breed.
Yeah, if we're gonna breed.
Yeah.
Because we can't. Pigs here don't have a good turnaround. Like those kind, not meat.
No,
pigs,
no.
But like
So they're very popular for homesteads for some reason, but they're a lard pig, so you don't get a whole lot out of them for your return. Now, like I said, if it's a pet, great, because they don't root as much.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of homesteads have them as their pet.
Saying that they don't root is false, because we had one and they very much root. They're not as bad as the larger meat breeds.
Yeah.
They do graze more than what a meat breed does, but they don't root as bad, but they do still root because they're big.
Yeah.
It's just gonna happen. But homesteads do tend to like them for that reason. The only thing is your meat yield is not good. Now, if you're wanting to render lard, you're gold, because they...
Or a pet.
Yeah.
A lot of them use Cooney Coons.
Well, we talked about the pet thing. I'm just saying if you were raising meat, then yeah. MC said, do you miss the pigs?
Yes, I do.
They were very labor intensive for us not living on the farm, but I do miss having pigs because they were very
having them.
useful. I miss them from a standpoint of having them on the farm for a use. And it's not just slaughter. They were better at clearing land than goats.
But
all day long. And they were easy to keep in.
Those particular pigs I really liked. I think we were very fortunate that we had the batch we had, because their personalities were very easygoing. Catherine misses Henry.
Littlefoot sightings would increase exponentially. Londa's talking about if she lived closer. And Henry and the girls are not that far away. I mean, they're only like, 3, 4, 5 miles away from our farm. And I know they're there because I got pictures of babies they had. They're still there. Every once in a while, that owner pops on here and tries to buy Zoe's alpacas.
Yeah.
But he is the one that has Henry and the girls.
Yeah.
And I know that they're still there for a fact. Zoe, can we go eat?
Do you want just some dinner, or would you like the whole plate?
I would like all of it, please.
Okay. Yes.
Joni said, "Who is Henry?" So, Joni, you would have to go back to some of our older videos. We got Henry as a little piglet. He was the runt of his litter, and he ended up being our breeding boar who was in excess of 700 pounds. He was a big boy, and he was very gentle. Rhett could crawl all over him. He never bothered babies, nothing. He was a very big boy, but he was a good one.
Yes.
If I was going to keep a boar, I would want it to be just like Henry or Henry himself.
Yes. Yeah. What's for dinner?
I have no idea.
So we fried some squash.
Awesome.
I'm gonna put it in the air fryer. Get it crispy. No, it's really good.
Ugh. No,
Well-
Catherine is talking about stuff.
Nick is not eating squash then because I have to fry
I'll
it.
rather eat it soggy than to get it out of the air fryer.
It's good in the air fryer, I promise.
Okay, I'll try.
And then we.
But did you like fry it, and now you're just gotta crisp it up? Okay, we're good.
So, Nick grilled us some pork steaks earlier in the week, and I have cubed them up. And
You'll see my
your
hangry,
your hangry
my
personality.
hangry personality. That's off that multiple personality video.
Yeah, that's one of the many that we deal with. So that and we cubed up some pork steaks. I'm gonna put them in the
that'd be
skillet with some soy sauce, a little honey, and some garlic, and cook that up. So
Should be almost all done then.
yeah, all I gotta
taking
do
a
is
few minutes.
do the meat.
Heck yeah.
All right, guys. Wait, you can't go eat yet? Yes, that's where we're not. Well,
What?
we're going to eat now, I guess. I got to finish cooking it though.
I'm gonna eat supper.
You're going to eat supper.
Yeah, I'm not
gonna
eating
go,
dinner. I'm gonna eat supper.
I'm gonna go fix his dinner so he can eat supper.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Neil.